Nick Lacapo, and today we are here to talk to you about David Regal's Sudden Deck. This is such a cool prop that I know a lot of stand-up workers and close-up workers who've used this to introduce a deck of cards. If you're not familiar with it, Nick, I think you've even got one here.
Yeah, well, I have a blank card box. This is what the box looks like before it's actually been printed.
Oh, so like when it comes from the factory.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
right. If you want to print it, you just give it a shake and it prints. Right?
It gets me every time.
I know, but of course it's just an empty card box, right? So, but you can actually make cards with this too, right? You just have to snap and think. Oh, there it goes. Did you see it happen?
No.
Yeah, look, I'll come down here, and you can get an entire deck of cards from a blank box.
That is such a good opener. It's a really great opener.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a restaurant worker, you do a lot of walk around. You can walk up to a table, do that as an introduction, introduce the deck, and then start doing tricks as necessary. I know I've used it to open stand-up shows. There's a lot of very, very popular magicians who've used this to introduce a deck of cards on stage.
There's that thought that like if you're going to be a magician, you're going to do cards with it, you might as well figure out a great way to make them appear.
Yes.
Right. This is the easiest, best way. I mean, honestly, we were talking before we even filmed this. This has got to be the best way to make a deck of cards appear.
Yeah, it's
hands down.
It's
a lot of ways, but
everybody's go-to, because when you get down to it, it works really well. The gimmick is very well designed by David Regal. It's a very clever introduction, and you have an interesting prop to show an audience, because when you show people a deck of cards or a box of cards that is not printed on, it's empty. They don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
But they want you to make that deck appear. And
it's one of the most visual things that you can do when it comes to magic.
Let's talk about what you get, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what you get. So you get this really nice packaging right here. It comes all flat pack, and you open it up, and inside are the gimmicks. We'll say there's a little bit of construction involved in this, but it's literally you stick one thing to another, and you're done.
And
Everything else
it's even got the adhesive on it already. Yeah. It's just the reason why you're doing it is so that it could fit in a flat package, so you didn't have to pay more for shipping. That's basically why.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. But yes, that's exactly what you're going to get in the box.
It also comes with an instructional video by David Regal. I think actually the construction portion, the very minor construction portion, is taught by you.
Oh, is that true?
I believe it is. And then David Regal teaches you exactly how to use this particular prop. He goes into all kinds of different presentational ideas and exactly how to make it work correctly for you 100% of the time.
Yeah.
It's really good. And David covers just all of the angles. He's such a good teacher. You're going to learn so much.
And it goes beyond this, right? Because first of all, you're creating a deck out of thin air, right? Why not have this deck be stacked ready for a particular trick, right?
Stacked or a gimmick deck.
Yeah.
You could produce a gimmick deck. Let's say you do something like the Invisible deck, or maybe even Max Maven's Pocket Nightmare.
Well,
this is a great way to introduce it.
That was where I was going to go next. The Invisible deck, if you don't do it, or you've been wanting to do it, it combos beautifully with Sudden Deck, right? Because you have like an invisible box, kind of, right? Yeah. So you can kind of see how the two could combine to create a better effect as well.
I've even seen people use this as a deck switch in play. Well, they'll be doing tricks with a deck of cards, and then they'll bring out the box and show you exactly where cards come from. Next thing you know, a new deck is put into play, and no one remembers that it came out of a box that was produced after you put away another deck of cards.
It's so good.
It's really, really excellent.
Yeah, and I guess maybe one more thing is just, we talk about open mic magic all the time.
Yep.
People are always looking for things that you can do to help get you into standing up on stage and doing magic. This is one of the easiest, best things that you can possibly do. You can do it with a stand-up mic, and you can just throw it out there. It's so good.
Sudden Deck is a great way to introduce a deck of cards. It's an excellent magical moment in anyone's show, no matter what you're doing. It's a wonderful effect that is easy to do, and you're going to love it. You should check it out.